Queen Margrethe was seen listening to the public sing to her in Copenhagen on the eve of her abdication. The 83-year-old queen ruled Denmark for more than 52 years and became Europe's longest reigning monarch after Queen Elizabeth II passed away in September 2022. The monarch announced the news during her traditional New Year's Eve speech. A ceremony will be held today to hand over power on the throne to her 55-year-old son, Crown Prince Frederik, and his Australian-born wife Mary, 51. Danish royalists took to the streets of Copenhagen this weekend and waved red and white flags in honor of their beloved Queen Margrethe. A video posted on X, formerly known as Twitter, captured the crowd singing Margrethe outside Amalienborg, Margrethe's winter residence. One of the palace windows was left wide open so she could hear those who came to sing to her. The Queen, known for her constant smoking and flamboyant style, was seen on video strolling through her home and ogling the crowd. Margrethe, who has said in the past that she will remain on the throne for life, did not give the exact reason for her decision to step down. However, she said a major back surgery she underwent last February had made her think about her future. The surgery naturally made me think about the future, whether it was time to pass on responsibility to the next generation, she said in her speech. I decided that now was the right time. On January 14, 2024, 52 years after I succeeded my beloved father, I will step down as Queen of Denmark. And today, Denmark will welcome the Crown Prince and Princess as its new King and Queen. The historic event is sure to be an exciting occasion for the nation, but the transfer of power will be much more stripped down compared to the lavish coronation of King Charles in May. The day will begin at around 1:35 p.m. Danish time, with 55-year-old Frederik and 51-year-old Mary traveling in a 1958 Rolls-Royce from Amalienborg to Christiansborg Palace with their son Prince Christian. Margrethe will follow shortly after, driving out of Christian IX's palace in a carriage. On the way, both will pass through Frederiksgade, Bredgade, Kongens Nytorv, Holmens Canal, and Prince Jørgen's palace. At 2 p.m., the Council of State will meet at Christiansborg Palace, where Margrethe, Frederik and Christian will attend together with the government and the Council's Secretary of State. This is where the succession to the throne will take place, as Her Majesty the Queen will sign the declaration of her abdication. Margrethe will then head back to Amalienborg, while Frederik and Mary will host a formal reception for specially invited guests. At 1500 hours, the couple will take to the balcony of Christiansborg Palace. The Prime Minister will then proclaim the King's accession to the throne. The newly crowned monarch will then give a speech and conclude with his motto. This will be followed by an honorary gun salute from the Sixtus Battery, a heritage site on Holmen, Copenhagen, and then the royal standard will be lowered at Christian IX's palace, Margrethe's home, and raised again at Frederik VIII's palace, where the new king and queen are based. Frederik and Mary will travel from Christiansborg Palace back to Amalienborg in a carriage accompanied by a mounted squadron. 1700 hours will also see the transfer of the royal colours from the Palace of Christian IX to the Palace of Frederik VIII. Queen Margrethe, who ascended the throne in 1972, became the first Danish monarch in nearly 900 years to abdicate. However, during an interview in 2016, she expressed a different view. She said, "That's the way it's always been, you stay as long as you live. That's what my father and my predecessors did. And that's how I see it too." Perhaps she thinks Prince Frederik is ready to take over now, said Lars Hobback Sorensen, a historian and adjunct professor at Absalon University College in Denmark. He's 55 years old, and perhaps the Queen wanted to avoid a situation where you would have a very, very old king, as you saw with Prince Charles. The new Danish royal couple will ascend the throne at a time of huge public support and enthusiasm for the monarchy.